the father in the house, Brother W.M. Romanos, gave you, and also to attest to what God has done for you since you came to Love Royal Assembly.
Yeah, let's join together to celebrate Love Royal Assembly. Thank God, Church. I come from Boya. I'm here just to confirm the prophecy Brother Romanos told me here last time when I came. He came he prophesied about 3 or 4 points to me, which I all discover all of them to be true. First, he talked about my sister that are not in collaboration with her, which was true. I've never known him. I've never seen him. I don't have any idea about Brother Romanos. He talked about the illness I'm having in me, which is being caused by cigarette. And truly, I was a patient for that, which I was taking like gastritis, as I can say it. I was a chronic one caused by the cigarette, which I have wounds in me. But during the delivering period, as I was touched, the 3rd week, the mind used to be eating. Since that day up to today, I have nothing in me. Then, what actually touched me, which I confirmed is prophecy, truly speaking, in a week, it is difficult for me to have 1,000 or 2,000 pounds of my hand. I was financially bankrupt, as I can say. But since that day up to today, about 3 weeks up to today, I'm able to be at least 30,000 pounds. How can I say it? Because I'm not a civil servant. I've evaluated myself, my company, union contractor, I still have contract. What makes me to say it? Because when I had program for the past years, when I had program with anybody arranging for a contract, keep the time, the price, everything, I already be trying program that when I study program, I'll do this, I'll do this. When I study contract, I'll do this, I'll do this. Before the day reaches, somebody is already doing the contract. It continues like that to me until where the man of God prayed to me. What I realized was that a contract which I never hoped on it, but which I discussed, thinking that the very thing has occurred to me. Before I left the church, in 3 days' time, the person called for me and the contract. He also prophesied a thing which I did behind 8 to 10 years with my very sister, which I'm falling out with her today. We really were moving from, I was moving behind her. It was my senior sister. Respect, attended, mislead somebody. She took me to one malam to look for, I don't know how to say it, one herbalist, but it was called a malam. For look, we call it Ambi, to know what is happening when I was a young man, how my life would look like. From there, the man of God actually, all what the man said, the man of God has to prove it here to me that I went there. It took me a long time before I could realize that this is what happened. So for that reason, that is from that day, I confirmed the man of God that what he's actually saying here, nobody can convince me that it's not a prophecy.
God told you that it's because you visited this malam, that's why there's a lot of celibacy and poverty in your family. Can you confirm that, please?
I confirm it. There is about 95% confirming this because the money I used to get the malam is the money he used even to tie me very well to become a stupid man.
Can you confirm as well also about the accusations which you had about a girl who died in your family? Confirm the prophecy, please.
Yeah, I confirmed the prophecy very seriously because when my niece died, since things were moving by then, they thought the movement of my things had been, the death of that child was being caused by me, of which they were talking, although most of them were talking innocently, they never knew. I myself, I was very, very innocent about what we were doing because I have never thought of thinking of doing any evil in my life to somebody, right up to the extent of killing somebody. So as they were saying it, I cannot blame them. it's act of the dead anger that causes them to be. They could wound any other person. So I confirm that what we're talking, forgiveness has actually caused me to forgive. Then I also come to know that even though they were saying it, if God never accepted, they wouldn't have said it to me about me. So I confirmed everything they were saying, that look, to talk carelessly is not good. You can talk like that and provoke somebody anger. You instead lead the person to the wrong thing. So that's what I can say.
Kindly attest to what happened to you, to your experiences after our father in the house, Brother W.A. Romanus, prayed for you.
Yeah, when he prayed for me, he said, if I continue to grow anger in me, my granddaughter will not actually be well. The prayer they will make on her will not, it will work, but it will take a longer time. So I confirm, I make up myself to forgive all what they were saying, to confirm that I've forgiven all of them. I can call my children, especially Isabel, CB, those with whom I was not communicating. I now communicate with them, discuss with them, some ask questions, with dialogue normally as children and their father. So from that reason, I see that I've experienced forgiveness within both of us. Even though the real people who was my sister, I cannot say she has refused my call because and we don't have more network in my village. So I've been calling her. So the line is not passing. I cannot say I'm fine with her because I have not communicated with her directly to know whether I'm fine with her or not. But with her children, I've communicated with all of them and discovered that I'm fine with them.
And also, you told us that after the man of God laid hand on you and prayed for you, you had an experience with your smoking life. How was it like?
It was funny because I tested the man. I'm sorry for that. I tested the man of God in so many things. When he said, this my problem is being caused by smoking. The next day I smoked, after he touched me, I feel as to vomit all my intestines.
You also told us that after the man of God prayed for you, you have more contracts now. You see more people calling you and you know that the way is open in regards to your business. Tell us more on that, please. Elaborate more.
I will not hide it. From that day up to today, I've had so many contracts in business. Just the first one that I'm already on with it now proves that my lines are open. By so doing that, I don't even have more. I have just a small thanksgiving for this week which I've had, which I can give to the church for me.
Before that, please, what advice are you giving to those who are watching you right now?
The only advice I can give to you, to all of us sitting here now, is just that be patient for your life. Don't take any decision in your life when you are angry, because you will always be a wrong decision. Amen. Secondly, I'm advising everybody who is sitting here, including the man of God, that you should be forgiven. You should have the spirit of forgiveness. If you cannot forgive somebody, know that God cannot forgive you. Amen. So with forgiveness, we must be able to realize what we are begging from God. And then be patient. When you beg anything from God, for more than 5 to 8 years today that I've been begging from God, it's now that I'm able to realize a small thing on my own that I can share with somebody. So everybody should be patient in begging. And when you are begging from God, you have that patience.
Before you go, while discussing with us, you let us know that you have some kind of peace after the forgiveness. When you forgave, there was some internal peace which you have, which no one can take for you. Can you share that experience with us?
Yes. The peace I had is just when I opened, because I make up two decisions. When the man of God prophesied to me over my life, how my difficulties came, I accepted in the church that I've forgiven. That I've forgiven, I went back. It still provokes me. I began to have so many dreams, fighting. But when I actually make up my mind that what is what. I've forgiven everybody that has offended me. From that day up to today, I'm in peace. I'm living very well.
Your Thanksgiving, you said you had a Thanksgiving to do.
Yeah.
To thank God.
Yes.
I will now listen to our first translation, please. First.
Monsieur est en train de dire que le premier jour quand il est arrivé ici, il a reçu la prophétie que l'homme de Dieu a dit que donc concernant le finance, il était nul. Et concernant sa famille, il n'y avait pas la paix. Et il a aussi rendu visite à un marabout qui a fait des choses contre lui avec son argent que c'est lui-même qui a donné. Et l'homme de Dieu lui avait dit d'aller faire la paix avec tous les membres de sa famille. Et aussi il y avait un problème, une maladie dans l'estomac. Parce qu'il fumait. L'homme de Dieu lui a dit qu'il a eu une maladie à cause de fumer. Donc, après ici, il a décidé d'arrêter de fumer. Et maintenant, même le travail, il n'avait pas de compte. Donc, rien. Même s'il a le contrat avec quelqu'un, le jour qu'il doit commencer, on va donner à une autre personne. Mais après 16 jours de prière, il fait les contrats et il a même maintenant, il peut gagner de l'argent. Donc, l'argent est rendu grâce à Dieu pour cela. Et le conseil qu'il donne à l'église, c'est qu'on ne doit pas prendre les décisions en colère, parce que quand tu prends une décision en colère, ça ne doit pas être une bonne décision. Donc, on ne doit pas avoir la colère, on doit mettre la confiance en Dieu pour tout ce qu'on fait. Amen.